While living in a city, it's often difficult to find one's peace, and going on a mountain retreat can prove quite costly. So we challenged ourselves to a technology-free retreat during this lockdown period, where we can enjoy nature as best as possible, taking in its beauty. We can bathe in our homemade spa, filled with moments of relaxation, and go for long walks in the wilderness of our home. We're doing this challenge to bring a little bit more focus into our everyday lives, and this is how it went. What have we got?
We have the Wi-Fi router and our cell phones and our computers, and it's going downstairs.
Goodbye, technology.
Goodbye.
So we just marked the start of our retreat, let our technology downstairs, and now we are a technology-ish free house, or at least distraction-free house. So what are your goals for the week?
To get used to just sitting with myself and allowing my thoughts to flow and finding a way to focus within them and without them. Just taking the time to see how I react and how that focus can really
This is going well. So today, this morning, we had a good lesson in lesson
in communication.
So today we had a good lesson in communication, having to speak one's thoughts and feelings when they arise. We had a bit of a disagreement and a bit of an unpleasant situation between us, and we dealt with it straight away.
Yeah, I guess we were both kind of digging in our heels and not listening to the other person.
Yeah, sticking with it in quite a resistant manner. Stubborn is the word. We talked about it and we got over it. And we're doing this retreat, so if it wasn't dealt with on day one, then
yeah, it would have kind of dragged on.
So it's the morning of day 2. Woke up, meditated, ate, now reading, and just having some thoughts about what happened yesterday, and journaled a little bit. Something came up in the morning that it became apparent that there are some repressed feelings internally from childhood, from growing up, that I medicate with dopamine, or something that gives me a dopamine response. In the past it was addictions, now it's lesser impactful but equally as distracting, incessantly scrolling through social media, procrastination, and also multitasking, so being focused on a project, editing, but then answering emails and then answering Instagram messages, and so never really focusing on one thing. So with this in mind, I'd like to bring a level of focus to these next few days, bring a level of focus into the meditation that I'm doing, into reading, and teach myself how to focus, because it's something we don't learn, but it's something that is very important if you want to create success in pretty much any area of your life. Technology detox done.
And it was super beneficial.
Yeah.
It seems that we turn to our phones a little bit too often, whether it's to check what our friends are doing or look up a recipe, when in fact, it's not necessary to do that. And looking at our phones and our technology so much, I think actually hinders us from thinking with our own brains and looking at the resources that we have in our homes, you know, like cookbooks and, you know, minding your own business as well, instead of looking at what your friends are doing. So it was interesting to see just the lack of ability to do it made us turn within as well, which is really beneficial.
For sure. I think we collectively fill our lives and keep ourselves busy And often that leaves us with a state of anxiety or a bit of worry within ourselves, whether we can actually attain all of these crazy goals that we put ourselves up to. And I felt that in the down periods that we had, you had much more capacity to actually create a solution for yourself, a plan, and figure out how you're actually going to achieve the goals you put in your life, or what the next step in business will be, or really just figuring out like how you want to live your life. So to take that time away was so beneficial, and as a result, we learned a lot.
So maybe you can't take this many days off from your technology for whatever reason, but perhaps you can try to disrupt your habits and your daily routine by not looking at your phone for the first hour. And you'll see that that can have ripple effects throughout the rest of your day.
That's true.